Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Anderson. I'm a family physician with a background in electrical engineering as well as software and database development. And I just wanted to give a brief demonstration of the power of JavaScript as well as some of the filter features of Microsoft Excel. In our urgent care department, we have 60 doctors which have to cover 9 different clinics and about 18 different shifts a day. So you can see there's quite a logistical challenge there. And what we're given in by the administrative team is a spreadsheet with all of our names, locations, and times that we're needing to find. So each month all 60 of us go about searching the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet to find our name and dates and times that we're scheduled to work. This was often onerous and somewhat error prone, as it was easy to transcribe part of the schedule incorrectly. What you can see here is our spreadsheet and how it was organized and how we would go searching through it each month. But now what I'll demonstrate is how quickly JavaScript is able to go through and reorganize it now by provider. Now by re-importing this into Microsoft Excel, we're able to quickly identify the shifts that we're signed up for, as well as other opportunities that we have to pick up shifts or trade with other doctors. Here I have the de-identified schedule loaded back into Microsoft Excel so that now I can demonstrate the filter features. This is basically the format that I send the schedule out in for each month. So now I will click on Filter, and that brings up these little triangular boxes that you can then click on in order to bring up the filter dialog. First I might click just on my name alone so that I can then import it into Google Calendar and thereby not miss any shifts. So now I can see where it is that I'm working, when, and the date and day that I'm working on. It's beyond the scope of this video, but I would actually be able to import this into a Google Calendar to avoid all transcription altogether. Now let's say that I'm actually interested in seeing what shifts are available that I could potentially pick up. So again, I will click on the filter button, and now I'll click on open. And you can see that it does include some JavaScript characters that come from our administrative people. But now I see that this isn't quite what I want, because what I really want is to be able to see when is the shift open that I wouldn't be too tired to be able to go ahead and pick up. So now I will go ahead and click on the sort button, as I want to specify different sort parameters. Sorts work differently when filters are enabled. So what I'll actually do is cancel this, turn off the filter, and then go again to the sort dialog so that I can make the data the format that I need. And now what I'll do is I'll move date up in the order of the sort so that it's sorted first by date and then by the provider. And now we can see here that things are sorted more properly. But now I will need to re-invoke the filters again. And now again we'll be able to look at the shifts that I have as well as the open shifts. And now I can see that I am working, and then I would have several that would be available to me to pick up. Then I recalled that Dr. Dan Mortensen and I were interested in exchanging some shifts, and so now what I'll do is select him instead of the open shifts, and then I'm again able to see shifts that might work out better, especially driving in the winter in Minnesota. It makes sense for us to stay as near home as we can. Finally, I remembered that Dr. Peterson was in need of making some changes to her schedule, and so now what I will do is go ahead and bring up the shifts that she is scheduled for. But here many shifts are listed in locations that I don't work at. So then what I'm able to do is click on the location filter button, and then I can deselect the sites that I'm not currently working at. And now I can see shifts that I might be interested in trying to help out with. But then I also see that, boy, there's a lot of evening shifts that are not very family friendly for me at this time. And so what I can do then is select the time filter button and eliminate those that are on the evenings. And now I can see a nice trimmed down list of not only when I'm working, but also when Dr. Mortensen and Dr. Peterson are working, so that we can work out some schedule changes that make sense. So now we have seen the power of Visual Basic, as well as how to use the Microsoft Excel functions of filters to be able to identify not only when we are working, but when it would work to pick up and or trade shifts. Again, thanks so much for watching.